What's up, ladies and gentlemen? So today we're going to be doing 12th Lord in the 9th house. And before we do that, I have a little friend I want to introduce you to. This is Fatty. Yeah. Hey, Fatty. Take a closer look at Fatty. He's so cute. So my wife found this little kitten, literally 3 weeks old, near a very dusty place. They were building something and he was hungry for like literally 2 days, hadn't drank anything. I mean, he was on the verge of dying. So my wife bought him and I'm like, you did the right thing. Because him and Yash, if you see our Facebook page, my Facebook page, him and Yash are just bonding. He sleeps with Yash, he hangs out with Yash. So I never thought I would be a cat person, but apparently when you have someone this cute like Fatty, that's his name, you can't help but being a cat lover. So yeah, there he is. So anyway, today we are going to be doing 12th Lord in the... Man, he got nails. Ouch, that hurts. So today we're going to be doing 12th Lord in the 9th house. And what happens with the planet that controls your 12th house is sitting in the 9th house. And as always, if you do not know where your 12th Lord is and where all your other planetary placements are, for that, check out the links here and check out my full astrological report, including my books, Astrology, Conjunction, and Aspects of the Speed of Light, including my new magazine, which is regarding destiny and career and tells you all about the career and how to look for career. And it's right here at this link. So 12th house, what is 12th house? 12th house represents isolated places like hospitals, jails, asylums, monasteries, wandering in foreign lands and forests, very isolated places in the world. It's a house of spirituality because you're away from the mundane world. You're away from the material world. So it represents spirituality, self-realization, kind of like self-undoing as well at the same time, because it's a house of bed pleasures and addiction, where you get addicted to either spirituality, love, romance, drugs, alcohol, whatever you want to call it. It's a house that kind of like just makes you secretly addicted to something if it is, kind of damaged. And 12th house also is the house of expenses and losses, like whether expenses in love, money, relationships, whatever. It represents where you exert your energy the most and it goes to waste. And so what is the 9th house? 9th house represents traveling to foreign lands as well, but for learning, to gain education, to gain post-grad education like MBA, PhD, master's degree. It also shows your gurus, your teachers that you meet in your life. It is a house of religion because it's a house of written law where you write something and people follow. So 9th house becomes that house where you follow things, whether it's the law of the land or law of the religion. So when 12th Lord goes into the 9th house, I don't know if you can hear this sound. That's Pramila on her new gym. She's getting big and heavy, let me tell you. So 12th Lord being in the 9th house shows that one dissolves their religious beliefs. The religious beliefs and fundamental beliefs, which 9th house is, kind of go into losses. And what happens is, through a spiritual transformation, through experiencing, or I would probably say by going to foreign lands and experiencing foreign isolated places, you completely dissolve your 9th house beliefs. Whether it is regarding religion or law. You're like, why is this law written? Why is this book written? Why am I following Bible? Who wrote this Bible? Why was it written? You kind of question all these things. And it shows that a spiritual person or a spiritual guru from foreign lands kind of influences your beliefs of the 9th house. So it's a very spiritual placement in very basic terms. These persons are highly educated in spirituality. And this all house also shows somebody who does research work a lot. Somebody who works behind the scenes for attaining higher education, or through higher education, they are able to work behind the scenes. They become doctors, psychologists, professors who are always doing some sort of a research. But mainly shows that your entire spiritual juice within you, your ability to wanting to feel isolated, kind of being in the dreamland, always occurs due to something happening in your higher belief system, higher education. Perhaps you ran into a wrong guru and he completely turned you over to spirituality because you're like, man, this guy is way too much. I am going away from this and I'm going towards spirituality. You are the kind of person who, through your vision, through your imagination, bring change into the fundamental world. Your higher education is all about where imagination is taking place. Somebody who might be in genetics and robotics, somebody who's wanting to use this new imaginations towards higher learning, or making world a better place through higher technology. It's about going to different places and experiencing different cultures. So these guys have this travel addiction, 12th lord of the 9th house. Now, depending upon what planet is, sitting here as the Lord, will probably differentiate how you experience these things. So let's discuss that. So let's say if Sun controls your 12th house and sits in the 9th house, what this shows is that your father kind of developed your personality and self-esteem by showing you the spiritual light, by showing you the spiritual way, by helping you travel, taking you to different places. And through him, your ego developed, your personality developed, your confidence developed. The more you drove into traveling, the more you dove into learning, spiritual scriptures, the more you discussed about philosophy, the more you challenged authority, you kind of arose from the dust. You're the kind of person who might actually challenge authority and hey, why is this law written? Why is this religion written? Yet father here kind of does the right thing, or an authority or father-like figure in your life. They kind of show you, that, hey, see this? This is what the real world is, and this is what it's supposed to be. So the spiritual influence is coming by the father upon your religious beliefs. If moon controls your 12th house, goes in the 9th house, shows that the mother kind of really made you very confident, aggressive regarding higher learning, higher studies. Your mother and your mother's nourishment took you to foreign lands where you experienced different culture, different people, and that kind of developed how you think as a person, which is also in a way part of your personality. Shows that you are always infatuated with Divine Mother. You're always kind of following a female goddess in your life. But Mother is there, highly spiritual. Mother can be highly educated. And it shows that through the mother, you're able to gain access to higher education. Pramila, can I film here? Can I film here, little monkey? I know you're laughing. Yeah, that's my world. So let's say Mercury controls your 12th house, goes into the 9th house. Shows a person is highly intelligent about attaining higher education. They are able to get master's degree and degree towards science and mathematics. Or this person becomes a brilliant writer. This person wants to go and preach people, teach them something, talk about philosophy and talk about spirituality, talk about, like, they become kind of like this journalist of mysticism even. They kind of become like someone like David Icke or Jordan Maxwell. They kind of become these people who want to learn about the mysteries of life by traveling. And they want to write about it. They want to talk about it. So communication becomes a really big thing with these people, yet communication of things that not too many people want to talk about. Venus controls your 12th house, goes in the 9th house. Shows you always find love, interest, and relationship in foreign lands or with foreign people. Your ability to love and form relationships, your ability to find luxury in life happens in foreign lands. You are highly attracted to very educated and spiritual people for sexual intercourse. And this also shows that your wife, because Venus represents wife in a man's chart, she will come from foreign lands, while she will meet you in foreign lands. She is from foreign lands, but she will also be meeting you in foreign lands. So perhaps she's from US, you're from India, you both meet in UK. kind of like Dil Wale Dulhaniya Le Jayenge type of thing. Let's say if Mars rules your 12th house, goes in the 9th house. This shows somebody who is very adamant about breaking the law. Not breaking the law in a bad way. It can show somebody who wants to break and shred the old law and bring the new law into place. They are willing to fight for, their belief system, whether it's spiritual or religious. And yet, Mars here can really become somebody who is even a spiritual fundamentalist. This person is very motivated to believe in something higher, believing in something bigger. They love to motivate people in foreign lands. They make great engineers in foreign lands. They go to studies in foreign lands to learn about engineering, technical things, or even the law. They become lawyers. They become criminal attorneys who are fighting for people who are in jail. The 12th house. Let's say if Jupiter controls your 12th house, goes on the 9th house, well, definitely shows somebody who is extremely spiritual and somebody who has the higher knowledge of how to follow religion, what philosophy really is. Your true intelligence really comes from a divine source. You are naturally a preacher. You're naturally a guide. You're naturally a philosopher. You know exactly what this world is about. Like you're like this next Plato. Here shows that your ability to learn things will always come by visiting foreign lands, by going to foreign lands and experiencing different teachers and gurus. The more you have exposure to foreign teachers, the more you will learn as a person. And so this is extremely a balanced placement for Jupiter, because Jupiter is not extremely philosophical or spiritual, and neither extremely religious. He's just balanced. He knows the two worlds. He's able to manage the two worlds here and combine them. If Saturn controls your 12th house, goes into the 9th house, shows that the access to higher religion and higher studies could be denied. You may have a lot of struggle attaining your post-grad education. You will have gurus who may come and be very fundamentalist and very strict upon you. They can instill wrong belief system here on you. Or the gurus that you meet are very old, very wise, and yet whatever they teach you does not make sense until later on in life. Yet these people make great judges. They make great police officers, government bureaucrats who are able to have a law and implement it. Now the problem with the Saturn is the Saturn may actually do more harm than good by implementing laws. Even though as much as it might do the right thing, it still might feel like it might still screw up on giving laws. Because remember, expenses and losses of the 12th house is coming to the 9th house. So Saturn, through his discipline and hard work, will still kind of may screw up a little bit of things. And this is why you have people making bad decisions, bad judgments from the government, police force. You hear that on the news every day. So those are the kind of things Saturn gives. But Saturn here really shows even a more spiritual person than Jupiter, because Saturn can break your ego down regarding your religion, regarding spirituality. The more what happens with the Saturn is that the more you go extreme towards one thing or another, Saturn will pull you back. You become a spiritual guru, Saturn will pull you back, throw you into religion. You go towards religion too much, he will take you out and throw you back. He wants you to have a balance. He just wants you to be aware of the spiritual world and the religious world. So these people really have the more wiser, broad idea about spirituality. Okay? So guys, this is my analysis of 12th Lord in the 9th house. If you're new to my channel, subscribe below. And if you want to know where your 12th Lord is placed and all my books, including reports and the consultations, for that, check out the links here. Otherwise, we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.